Okay, before we start this podcast, I am posting this on a place called Anchor. I'll leave a link in the description. I will be posting it on Anchor a little bit sooner than I would on YouTube, so go check that out down below. And I also want to know, if I post it on Anchor, do you guys still want to see these podcasts on YouTube? So leave your comments down below to see what I'm gonna do. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is a new setup, by the way. I am going to be putting more pictures on this wall right here. So yeah, drop a like if you guys like the setup. And yeah, so I am going to put some more pictures. I don't know if you guys can see these pictures. There's more on my table that I'm going to put up here. So welcome to the Simply Disney podcast. If you guys are listening to this on YouTube, I do post this on a place called Anchor, and I'll leave a link in the description below for my Anchor. And if you guys listen to this on Anchor, my YouTube channel is called Simply Disney. Go check that out. So let's get right into this with some Disney news. So let's first talk about Star Wars Land. There was a convention in Chicago a little bit ago, or this week. There's a convention in Chicago this week about Star Wars Land, and they announced the kind of things that they would be selling there. So we're going to go through a bunch of stuff that they would be selling. So there's a lot of jewelry that is a replica of what they wore in the movies. There's a lot of sculptures of heads like Luke's and Yoda's, and they are also selling holocrons, which if you bought a lightsaber, you can take out the kyber crystal from the lightsaber and put it in the holocron, and it will tell you a message that relates to the color of your lightsaber. So I thought this was a really cool idea from Disney. I think that this is just a little hint of what Disney can actually do with this amazing new land that's coming out. They're also going to sell Sith holocrons, so if you have a red lightsaber, it will tell you something about the dark side, which I think is even cooler that they incorporated a Sith holocron, which is less known to the public of what a Sith holocron is. They're also selling masks of General Grievous and the Temple Guards, and some costumes like Princess Leia and Kylo Ren's costume. So yeah, I thought that's really cool. But let's talk about something really exciting: the lightsabers. They have these things called legacy lightsabers, which are they look like lightsabers. They look like hilts from the movies, so like Obi-Wan Kenobi's and all of the other characters. I really like Obi-Wan Kenobi's. They really nailed that one, but I mean, they nailed all of them. Yeah, and they also come with detachable blades. So let's say you buy 2 hilts, but only one blade. You can take the blade off of one hilt and put it on the other hilt, which I think is amazing. And it also changes colors. So let's say one's a green lightsaber and one's a blue one. If I take it off the green, it'll become blue in the other one, which I think is amazing. And the lightsabers also come in really cool wood boxes, and you can build your own lightsaber. And it's not that cheap plastic stuff anymore. It's some really good durable metal. So I think that's really cool. But they could incorporate more designs for the hilts that you can build your own, because there's only a couple different things that you can actually put on to make your own. So hopefully that they're only just showing a little bit of the stuff that they're actually going to sell. But if that's all the stuff that you can put your lightsaber together, hopefully they'll come out with new ones. So there's more stuff you can make your lightsaber as, so you can make it your own. Okay, so now we're going to talk about Bo Peep. Meet and greets at Disneyland's Pixar Pier and Disney World's Toy Story Land. This meet and greet or special appearance in the Disney parks. There is no set date yet, but it does say that it will start in the summer. So if you guys are going to any of the Disneyland or Disney World parks, make sure you guys look out for Bo Peep if you guys are in Pixar Pier or Toy Story Land. So let's get to the next news story. Okay, so the next news story is the Disney Max Pass. They are adding in some shows that you can reserve a spot for on the Disneyland or Disney World app. So the shows are Fantasmic at Disneyland and World Color and California Adventure. Current price is about $15, but I'm thinking that now that they're adding this, it wouldn't surprise me if the prices go up to $20 or something per day that you use it. So per day, so $20 a day, which you can reserve any like fast pass thing and reserve your dining is very good, so you don't have to wait in those long lines. Okay, next news story. There are Disney After Dark events happening, and they have announced that there's some Marvel characters that will be going there, including these Captain Marvel, Iron Man, Doctor Strange. The tickets are currently at $109. The event will be held at Disneyland's California Adventure on April 30th and May 1st, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. There will be special themed drinks, foods, including a themed churro, and unlimited photo pass. I think that they added in the unlimited photo pass. It's a great little thing, so everybody can just have good photos and not spend even more money for a photo pass. Now, time for a little segment that we're going to do. It's going to be Disney conspiracy theories. So, there's a rumor that could be taking place at the Void in Disneyland and Disney World. What the rumor is that there will be a Frozen 2 themed VR experience, since Wreck-It Ralph and Star Wars experience did so well. I'm not even going to doubt. If they don't do Frozen 2, there is for sure going to be another experience out coming soon. I haven't personally done the Wreck-It Ralph. I have done the Star Wars experience, which was amazing. It was just amazing. If you guys haven't done any of the Void experiences, make sure you guys do that in your next Disney trip. This next rumor is about Disney World. Since the opening of Star Wars Land is soon, Disney World could be doing a paid fast pass system, which I'm not a fan of at all. So this system is for more major attractions. Since more major attractions are opening up soon, this is for more major attractions. This has been rumored before for Disney World. Hopefully this doesn't happen, because, I mean, you already pay a lot and even pay more just to go on the rides. I mean, maybe they'll take down the ticket price a little bit, but I don't know if this paid fast pass system is a good move by Disney. I know Star Wars Land is opening, but I don't know. I don't think this is just a good move at all. Hopefully that rumor isn't true. Okay, now sir, for some more Disney news about each park. So let's go into Disneyland. Star Wars Land, I've already talked about a little bit, but their merchandise that will be sold. This is kind of old news, probably about a week or two old, but Disney has partnered up with Sprite, Coca-Cola, and Dasani water bottles that will be themed to look like Star Wars. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, I'll pop up a picture. If not, just look up Star Wars themed drinks, and that will probably be the first picture. It's really cool. Like the Sprite and Coca-Cola cans kind of look like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to look like a grenade or of some kind, or it looks very Star Warsy. The Dasani water bottles look very cool. And that's just an amazing little touch that they did to Star Wars Land, which just will make the immersive experience more. Heading over to California Adventure, the ride Emotional Whirlwind, themed Inside Out, is getting closer to opening. It's getting closer to opening. It looks very cool, and I can't wait till it opens. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, here's a concept art, and here's what it looks like right now. It's probably about halfway done. They haven't actually put in like the ride system yet of like the spinning, but they have done the queue so far, and it looks very cool. Can't wait to do that. Let's head over to Disney World. Disney has a lot going on right now. Disney World has a lot going on right now. So in Epcot, Mickey's Runaway Railway is officially delayed to 2020. That's a very disappointing thing to hear. I'm very hyped that they're doing a Mickey's Runaway Railway. It sounds amazing. They announced at D23. I was so hyped. But I was also kind of bummed that they're taking away the Great Movie Ride. And I mean, if you're going to take that away, don't delay it even more, since it took out such an amazing ride. It could have stayed open for longer. Let's talk about the new gondola system in Disney World. So I'm going to talk a lot about this, since this is a new thing that's going to be opening very soon, I'm pretty sure. So these can seat about 10 people per cabin. There is no air conditioning, which is a downside, but Disney thought of this. So in the gondola windows, they're reflective. The windows are reflective, so they reflect the sun, so they can minimize the heat that actually goes in the gondola. So there are 300 gondolas that will travel at a top speed of 11 miles an hour and about 60 feet off the ground. And the ride times will be about 5 to 15 minutes long, not too bad at all. And the longest will be from Caribbean Beach to Epcot. That's 15 minutes. 8 colors and 22 designs of the gondolas, which is really cool. I think gondolas are amazing. The buses literally take forever. I think this will actually help the buses, rides, and all the wait times for the bus actually go faster. So I'm very hyped for this, so I don't have to wait a half hour to get on a bus and then drive for a half hour on the bus to get to a land. So that will be amazing. So about 5 days ago on April 16th, the new Disney Springs parking garage called the Grapefruit Parking Garage opened. So that's really cool. More parking for everyone. Also in Epcot, the Club Cool and Starbucks are closing soon, and they will be demolished probably when they redo Epcot. Very sad. Club Cool was very nice. Club Cool was cool. You could get my joke. So Club Cool was very cool. They had a lot of drinks. Some of them weren't too good. If you guys are there and it's Club Cool still open, try the Beverly and drop in the comments what you guys think of it. So there's a lot of good memories there, lots of interesting drinks options there. So that is the end of the Simply Disney podcast. I'll hopefully be out with one of these once a week just so I and everyone who's listening to these podcasts knows what's going on in Disney, and that just makes you a better Disney fan to know what is going on in the parks. So hopefully you guys enjoyed listening to this podcast, and make sure you guys go check out my Anchor and my YouTube channel. So Anchor is just the audio version of this podcast, but I will be uploading the podcast earlier to Anchor. So if you guys want to support me, go check out my Anchor. I'll start getting monetized sooner on Anchor than on YouTube. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast. I'll be out with more Disney content as soon as possible.